This animal isn't strong enough to hunt alone. It's not fast enough. And it's not fierce enough either. If alone, it will starve to death. But when together, they become Africa's most efficient hunters. African wild dogs, the power of unity. Dawn over the Okavango grasslands. A pack of wild dogs is waking. The distinctive three-colored spotted coat makes them easily recognizable among yellow grass. They begin the morning ritual by greeting each other, touching muzzles, licking faces, and emitting special sounds. This isn't purely affectionate behavior. This is how they strengthen social bonds and confirm each individual's role in the pack. Without this bond, they cannot survive. African wild dogs, Lycaon pictus, are among the most efficient hunters in the natural world. But that strength doesn't come from single individuals. Looking at their bodies, the answer becomes clear. Wild dogs have slender builds, long, thin legs, weighing only about 30 kilograms. Their muscles aren't designed for explosive power like lions or leopards. They cannot ambush or bring down prey with just one single pounce. Their jaws also aren't strong enough to quickly kill large prey. Bite force is only half compared to lions of similar size. A single wild dog individual facing an antelope has almost no chance of winning. It will exhaust or get injured before bringing down prey. But evolution has equipped them with another weapon: endurance. Wild dogs can run continuously 5 to 10 kilometers without stopping. Their maximum speed isn't as high as cheetahs, but they can maintain speed of 50 kilometers per hour for many minutes. This is the key point. This strategy only works with the entire pack. Individuals can take turns leading, continuously pressuring prey without rest. GPS research shows they force prey into overheating and exhaustion. Prey don't die from wounds, but die from depletion. Data from Serengeti shows a clear truth. A single individual has hunting success rate nearly zero, below 5%. Two to three individuals increase rate to 30%. But with 6 to 10 individuals, success rate jumps to 80%. This is the highest rate among all African carnivores. Higher than lions, higher than leopards, higher than hyenas, but only when hunting in packs. Besides efficiency, pack hunting also reduces risk. A kick from antelope or zebra can break bones or cause death. If hunting alone, even small injuries mean death. Without teammates supporting, cannot hunt, will starve in a few days. But in the pack, other individuals will bring food back for injured members. This isn't kindness. This is collective survival mechanism. The second challenge is prey theft. Wild dogs often have spoils stolen by lions and hyenas after hunting. If hunting alone, a wild dog individual has no ability to protect food from any thieves, making entire hunting effort meaningless. But the entire pack can defend better. They surround prey, eat extremely fast, usually within 15 minutes before thieves arrive. Wild dog social structure also forces them to hunt in packs. Only the leading pair, usually the alpha pair, are allowed to reproduce. Other individuals exist to support the pack, protect cubs, and hunt for the entire group. Each individual's value lies in contributing to the collective. Food is always shared. Individuals who hunt must bring back for cubs, elderly individuals, and injured members. This explains why wild dogs never develop solo hunting behavior. Over thousands of generations of evolution, selection pressure is very clear. Individuals trying to hunt alone will die early and leave no genes. Individuals hunting in packs survive and pass this behavior to next generations. The result is pack hunting behavior ingrained in instinct. Wild dogs have no behavioral script for solo hunting. They cannot imagine it. From 2026 onward, wild dogs are the most endangered species among Africa's large carnivores. Only about 6,600 individuals remain. Habitat loss and diseases from domestic dogs are the two greatest threats. When packs are separated, they cannot hunt efficiently. Conservation organizations are working to create movement corridors between reserves. Wild dogs need large space to maintain large packs and hunt effectively. Wild dogs are living proof of the power of unity. They're not the strongest, not the fastest, not the largest, but they're most efficient when together. In the natural world, sometimes strength doesn't come from individuals, but from groups. Wild dogs chose that path and survived because of this choice. The sun rises over the Serengeti Plains. The first light pierces the thin morning mist. A new day begins in Africa. This land is home to millions of living creatures, from tiny insects to massive elephants. Each species plays its role in the cycle of life. But here, life and death are tightly intertwined. Predators are an essential part of this world, maintaining balance within the ecosystem. Today we explore hunting strategies refined through millions of years of evolution, from raw power to complex technique. Lion, Panthera leo, Africa's largest big cat. Adult males weigh up to 190 kilograms and can reach speeds of 80 kilometers per hour. Lions hunt cooperatively, led primarily by lionesses. Their strategy relies on coordination, surrounding prey from multiple directions. Their primary weapon is the jaw. Canines reach up to 8 centimeters in length, curved and razor sharp. Bite force exceeds 650 psi, strong enough to pierce thick hide and muscle. Their claws are retractable, measuring up to 38 millimeters, curved like blades. During the attack, claws extend to grip prey tightly, preventing escape. The final strike targets the throat or muzzle. The lower jaw clamps upward, the upper jaw presses down, crushing the neck or sealing the airway. The prey suffocates within minutes. This is evolution at work, not cruelty, but survival instinct. Lions regulate herbivore populations across the savanna. Leopard, Panthera pardus, named for the rosette patterns on its coat. Adult males weigh between 30 and 70 kilograms. Smaller than lions, but exceptionally agile. Leopard claws retract fully and are razor sharp, enabling astonishing climbing ability in tall trees. Canines measure around 5 centimeters. Powerful jaw muscles allow a sustained grip on prey. Bite force ranges from 300 to 310 pounds per square inch, weaker than a lion's, but perfectly optimized for a solitary hunting strategy. The leopard relies on ambush. It stalks within 5 meters before launching a sudden, explosive attack, claws locking onto the prey. The killing bite targets the throat. Smaller prey are bitten at the back of the neck. Larger animals are strangled until they suffocate. Precise and efficient. Afterwards, the leopard drags its kill into a tree, sometimes heavier than its own body weight, using jaw strength and full body power. Spotted hyena, Crocuta crocuta, one of the most misunderstood predators. In reality, a highly skilled hunter, living in clans of up to 80 individuals. Its greatest asset is its jaw. Bite force reaches up to 1,100 pounds per square inch. The strongest among carnivores of comparable size, nearly twice that of a lion. Specialized molars are thick, wide, and bone-hard, capable of crushing large bones, something no other predator can do, including lions. Hyenas hunt through endurance, chasing prey until it collapses from exhaustion, sometimes over many kilometers. Speed kills are unnecessary. This strategy is the result of evolution. In nature, there is no concept of mercy. Hyenas also serve as the savanna's cleanup crew. African wild dog, Lycaon pictus. Its scientific name means painted wolf. No two coats are alike. Each individual is unique. Wild dogs hunt in highly organized packs, achieving an astonishing 80% success rate, the highest among African predators, surpassing lions and leopards. Their canines are sharp and about 5 centimeters long, but their true weapon lies in the rear teeth, delivering rapid, repeated bites. The strategy is to exhaust and bleed prey gradually, not with a single fatal bite, but with hundreds of small wounds, fast and efficient. Bite force measures around 340 pounds per square inch. Weaker than lions or hyenas, but compensated by speed, numbers, and teamwork. Nile crocodile, Crocodilus niloticus, the most ancient predator on this list, over 200 million years old, reaching lengths of 6 meters and weighing more than 700 kilograms. The Nile crocodile possesses the strongest bite force on Earth, up to 3,700 pounds per square inch. Powerful enough to crush a buffalo's skull. No land animal rivals it. Its conical canines, 7 to 8 centimeters long, are designed for gripping, not chewing. Once embedded in muscle, escape is nearly impossible. The crocodile employs the infamous death roll, spinning violently after locking its jaws, tearing flesh from bone with devastating efficiency. Each predator has evolved along a unique path. Lions rely on strength and cooperation. Leopards combine jaw power with climbing skill. Hyenas wield unmatched bone-crushing jaws. Wild dogs depend on teamwork. Crocodiles deliver the most powerful bite on the planet. Each is perfect in its own way, and all are essential to the African savanna. Early morning on the Masai Mara grasslands. A male lion patrols his territory. His thick mane billows in the wind, muscles rippling beneath golden fur. From a distance, the roar of another male echoes across the savanna. A clear challenge. Most people assume two giants will charge into a fight to the death. But what happens next isn't what we usually expect. The lion stops, listens, turns, and walks in the opposite direction. No fight, just retreat. This isn't cowardice. This is wisdom. The story of the lion, king of the savannah, is really a story about intelligent survival, not reckless bravery. In popular culture, lions are portrayed as symbols of strength and courage. Fearless, always fighting to the end, never backing down. But over 30 years of field research reveals a completely different truth. Lions avoid conflict whenever possible, and that's exactly why they survive. The first reason is the risk of injury. A small wound in the wild isn't like one in a hospital. No antibiotics, no doctors, only infection and death. Studies in Kruger show that 30% of lions die from infected wounds after battles, not killed in combat, but dying slowly afterward. A deep bite to the leg means unable to hunt for 2 to 4 weeks. Can't hunt means no food. No food means starvation. So when facing an equal opponent, an intelligent lion calculates, is the benefit worth the risk? In most cases, the answer is no. The second reason is energy cost. A serious fight can burn 2,000 to 4,000 kilocalories in just minutes, the equivalent of a successful day's hunt. And unlike in movies, victory isn't guaranteed. Even when winning, both sides get injured. The victor still pays the price in energy and blood. This explains why lions typically use threat displays first. Loud roaring, main display, imposing advances, all designed to avoid actual combat. If the opponent backs down, both benefit. The stronger keeps territory without expending energy. The weaker survives to find another opportunity. But there are opponents that even the strongest lions must avoid. African buffalo, when traveling in herds, are deadly threats with razor-sharp horns. A charge from a buffalo can gore through a lion's belly or break its ribs. There have been cases of lions killed instantly by buffalo. The risk is too high. So when encountering a large buffalo herd, lions typically choose to circle around or wait for a better opportunity. This isn't fear, it's survival strategy. Same with elephants. An adult elephant weighs 20 times more than a lion. Just one stomp or trunk swing can end a lion's life instantly. Research shows lions avoid elephants by at least 300 meters. When elephants advance, lions immediately retreat. No hesitation, no challenge, just distance. Even with hyenas, typically considered weaker, lions are careful. A lone lion will avoid a clan of 5 or more hyenas. Hyenas have the strongest bite force among carnivores, capable of crushing bone. 5 hyenas attacking simultaneously can inflict serious injury on a lion. With hippos, lions are even more cautious. Hippos have massive jaws and extremely aggressive temperaments. They won't hesitate to attack, even unprovoked. Lions never hunt adult hippos. Even when hungry, they choose different prey. The risk of being crushed by hippo jaws far outweighs any benefit. Even within the pride, lions avoid unnecessary internal conflict. Females may compete for food, but rarely engage in serious fights with each other. They know that every member of the pride is vital to collective survival. Injuring a pride mate means weakening the entire group against outside threats. There's only one situation where lions willingly accept high risk: when cubs are threatened. This is when protective instinct overrides rational calculation. Lionesses will attack even hyenas or buffalo if they approach the cubs. In this case, genetic legacy matters more than individual survival. In 2026, understanding this behavior helps us conserve lions better. They need enough space to avoid unnecessary conflicts with humans and other animals. When territory shrinks, lions are forced to face more threats. They can't avoid them as they would in nature. Conflicts increase. Mortality rates rise accordingly. Lions teach us that true strength doesn't lie in fighting everything. It lies in knowing when to fight and when to walk away. They're not heavyweight boxers, always seeking opponents to defeat. They're strategists, calculating every risk, optimizing survival opportunities. And that's precisely why they are kings of the savannah. Not because they fight the most, but because they survive most wisely in this dangerous world. The African savanna stretches endlessly. Early morning sun casts gold on dry grass. The horizon undulates with herds of living animals. This land is not just home to mighty hunters, but also contains nature's extraordinary architectural works. Under harsh sunlight and freezing nights, nature's architects have built sturdy homes. From high above to deep underground, each creature has created a dwelling suited to its life. High in tree branches are sociable weaver birds, Phalateris socius, architects of the world's largest bird nest. A single nest can house 500 individuals, weighing over 1 ton, spanning up to 7 meters on acacia trees. Truly impressive numbers. Each bird is an artisan. Day after day, they weave strands of dry grass into separate small chambers. This structure is not built in a day. Generation after generation, perfecting every detail. The nest structure is intelligently designed. Central chambers retain heat at night. Outer chambers stay cool during the day. At night, savanna temperatures drop to 10 degrees Celsius, but inside the nest remains warm as daytime. When the sun rises high, temperatures increase to 40 degrees. Outer chambers become cool refuges. This bird nest is not just a private home. It becomes a community where other species also find shelter. African pygmy owls often occupy abandoned chambers as breeding sites. Lizards find hiding places between crevices. A weaver nest can survive over 100 years, through rain and sun, storms and winds, still standing firm. This is proof of the power of cooperation. No single individual could accomplish this alone. This straw city is a symbol of resilience and collective intelligence in wild nature. Towering in the middle of the savanna are earthen towers rising beyond human height. These are termite constructions. Macro terms, tower-building termites create mounds that can reach up to 8 meters high and solid as concrete. Each tower is built from soil, saliva, and feces. Millions of termites work ceaselessly to create massive structures lasting decades. Inside is an underground city consisting of fungus-growing chambers, queen's chamber, food storage, and an intricate network of connecting tunnels. But most remarkable is the ventilation system, a design so intelligent that humans have had to study and apply it to their own structures. Hot air from deep levels is channeled up and exits through the central shaft, while cool air from outside is drawn in through ventilation slits near ground level. This maintains internal temperature at a stable level around 30 degrees Celsius, even when external temperature reaches 45 degrees. Termite mounds are not just dwellings, but farms, hospitals, and fortresses protecting the queen and millions of colony members. When abandoned, they continue to play important ecological roles, becoming shelter for many other species like cobras, owls, and large lizards. These earthen towers can exist for decades, helping shape the landscape and becoming characteristic landmarks of the savanna. These tiny architects have created one of the most enduring legacies of African wild nature. Beneath the arid soil layer is a hidden world where naked mole rats, Heterocephalus glaber, build an underground empire. This strange rodent species lives in complete darkness, with bare hairless skin and developed incisors like specialized digging tools. Their tunnel system can extend for kilometers, with complex structure no different from a true underground city. Each area has clearly assigned functions. Communal sleeping quarters are at the deepest level, where temperature is stable and security is highest. The Queen's Chamber is the reproductive center of the entire colony, where only one female undertakes the breeding role and maintains the population of up to hundreds of individuals. Food storage contains tubers and roots collected from the surface, allowing the colony to stockpile food for months. Their digging technique is particularly efficient. One individual uses incisors to excavate soil, while other individuals coordinate in assembly line fashion, successively pushing soil backward. On the surface, small earth mounds gradually appear, surface signs of a vast and complex construction system hidden deep below. Naked mole rats can live up to 30 years, a record lifespan among rodents. The secret lies in the underground home they create. Additionally, not all weaver birds live communally. Masked weaver birds, Ploceus vellatus, are solitary artisans. Males build nests to attract females. Each breeding season, they can weave up to 3 different nests. Nests are pear-shaped or boot-shaped, hanging suspended from thin branches. The entrance is a narrow tunnel at the bottom. This design is not random. Snakes and monkeys can hardly squeeze through such a narrow, downward-facing entrance. Location is also carefully chosen. Thin branches hanging over water or thorn bushes are ideal choices. These nests can withstand rain and wind throughout breeding season, proof of the craftsmanship of these tiny artisans. Warthogs, Phacochorus africanus, don't build burrows from scratch, but they are talented renovation architects. They find abandoned burrows of aardvarks or anteaters, then renovate them to suit their needs. Particularly, warthogs always back into burrows, not turning their heads in. Heads face outward, ready to defend. Their sharp tusks are formidable weapons. Even lions hesitate to attack warthogs in narrow burrows. During the day, they forage. At night, they return to safe burrows. This is simple but effective living rhythm. Spotted hyenas, crocuta, also live in burrows, but their burrows are more complex with multiple entrances and exits. A hyena burrow can have up to 5 entrances. When in danger, they escape through another exit, evading enemies. These burrows are not just shelters. This is where females give birth and raise the next generation in safety. The African savanna is not just wilderness, but also a museum of nature's architecture. These architects have no blueprints or modern tools, relying only on instinct and millions of years of evolution. Each home is a complete solution to harsh environmental challenges: scorching heat, freezing cold, enemies, and time. But by 2026, these architects are facing a new challenge. Climate change is altering their very living environment. The future of these magnificent works depends on the fragile balance between nature and human impact. The savanna still exists, silently waiting. The banks of the Mara River at midday. The water surface is still as a mirror reflecting the sky. No ripples, no movement. Everything is suspiciously quiet. But beneath the water surface, a pair of eyes is watching. They lie just below the waterline, only the head exposed. No one notices until it's too late. This is the Nile crocodile. In popular culture, they're portrayed as heartless man-eating monsters, ferocious and dangerous, but the truth is far more complex. This is the story of one of the planet's most efficient hunters, not because of strength or speed, but because of their ability to conserve energy to perfection. Popular belief holds that crocodiles are brutal killers, always attacking anything that moves near water. Movies reinforce this image even more. But research over 15 years shows a completely different picture. Crocodile attacks are extremely rare, only when the chance of success is near 100%. In 1 month, an adult crocodile only attacks an average of 2 to 3 times. The rest of the time, they just lie still and observe. This isn't laziness. This is a survival strategy refined over 200 million years of evolution. Crocodiles are cold-blooded animals, with metabolism only 1/10 that of warm-blooded animals of the same size. This means crocodiles need far less energy to live. One large meal can provide enough energy for 2 to 4 weeks. Therefore, instead of chasing prey and wasting energy, crocodiles have developed the art of waiting. They can lie motionless in the same position for 2 to 3 hours continuously. During this time, heart rate drops to just 2 to 3 beats per minute. The body switches to maximum energy-saving mode, like a computer in deep sleep. But don't mistake this for lack of vigilance. The crocodile's eyes remain open, still observing every movement. The brain still analyzes, evaluates each animal coming to drink. Crocodiles don't attack the first antelope that appears. They wait for the right prey, the weak one, the slow one, the one that enters the perfect position where water is deep enough to drag under. This patience isn't blind instinct. This is precise calculation. One failed attack costs energy equivalent to 3 days of lying still. Cannot be wasted. When the perfect target finally appears, everything happens in less than 2 seconds. The crocodile explodes from underwater with astonishing speed and power. Jaws close with 5,000 psi of force, 10 times a lion's bite force. Once bitten, no prey can escape. The death roll technique begins. The crocodile spins its body with prey in its jaws, using 700 kilograms of weight to disorient and drag underwater. Absolutely efficient. No energy wasted. The entire process from attack to finish takes only 3 to 5 minutes. Compared to lions that may spend hours chasing prey, crocodiles save energy astonishingly. But this strategy only works because crocodiles know when not to attack. They pass up elephants, pass up adult hippos, pass up any target too risky. Research shows crocodiles reject 95% of potential attack opportunities. They only choose the 5% with highest success rate and lowest energy expenditure. This is why crocodiles can live to 70, even 100 years, the longest lifespan among large reptiles, thanks to not wasting energy. After eating a large meal, crocodiles can lie basking continuously for many days to digest. No movement, no more hunting, just lying still and processing food. The digestion process is also optimized. Crocodile stomach acid is 10 times stronger than humans, capable of dissolving even bones. Nothing is wasted. Everything is absorbed. Even basking behavior has purpose. Rising body temperature helps accelerate digestion. Crocodiles don't waste energy creating heat like warm-blooded animals. In the dry season when water sources dry up, crocodiles can survive without eating anything for 3 to 4 months. They simply reduce all activity to minimum levels. During this time, metabolism drops to half normal. The body uses fat reserves extremely efficiently, extending survival time to the maximum. So are crocodiles truly dangerous to humans? Yes, but not because they're ferocious, rather because humans often appear exactly where crocodiles are waiting, the water's edge. In 2026, conflicts between crocodiles and humans are increasing due to population growth and habitat loss. Humans are encroaching on areas where crocodiles hunt. But crocodiles play an important role in the ecosystem. They control fish populations, maintain river health, and create water holes in dry season for other animals. Crocodiles teach us lessons about efficiency. In the natural world, success isn't measured by number of attacks, but by ability to survive long-term with minimal resources. They're not heartless man-eating monsters, as movies portray. They're energy-saving engineers. Every decision calculated to survive through millions of years. In the evolutionary race, it's not the strongest or fastest that wins, but those who know how to use energy most intelligently. Crocodiles are living proof of that.
El amanecer se filtra por la sabana africana. Un nuevo día comienza en esta vasta tierra. Este es el escenario de la vida salvaje más rica del planeta. Los ñus se mueven en manada. Las cebras pastan junto a los ñus. Los pájaros vuelan por el aire. Este es un ecosistema donde cada criatura tiene su propio papel. Pero bajo la hierba alta, otra presencia está observando. No es un depredador solitario, es la fuerza más organizada de esta sabana. El león africano. Pantera leo. El pináculo de las tácticas de caza en grupo. Su fuerza no reside en el individuo, sino en el arte de la coordinación que ha evolucionado durante millones de años. Una manada de leones generalmente consiste de 5 a 15 individuos. La mayoría son hembras con lazos de sangre. Ellas son la principal fuerza cazadora de la manada. Los leones machos con melenas espesas tienen otro papel. Protegen el territorio de intrusos. Rara vez participan directamente en la caza, pero su presencia mantiene estable a la manada. En la manada, cada individuo tiene su propia posición. No hay liderazgo absoluto, pero hay división de tareas basada en experiencia y habilidad. Una caza exitosa comienza con elegir el objetivo correcto. Los leones no cazan al azar. Observan, evalúan y calculan cada detalle. El ñu es el objetivo preferido. Pesa alrededor de 200 kilogramos, lo suficientemente grande para alimentar a toda la manada, pero también lo suficientemente rápido para escapar si detecta peligro. Los leones buscan individuos fáciles de atacar, crías sin experiencia, animales viejos ya lentos, o aquellos separados de la manada por enfermedad. El terreno también es importante. La hierba alta oculta mejor. Las orillas del río limitan las rutas de escape. Los pasos estrechos obligan a la presa a correr en la dirección predeterminada. Cada caza consume mucha energía. Si falla, la manada enfrenta el hambre. Por eso, Los leones solo actúan cuando hay una oportunidad clara. Cuando se elige el objetivo, la manada comienza a dividir roles. No necesitan comunicarse con sonidos, solo con instinto y experiencia de caza arraigada en su sangre. Los leones se mueven adelante, se arrastran cerca del suelo, sus cuerpos se aplanan casi fundiéndose con la hierba. Cada paso es lento, paciencia absoluta. Algunas leonas están en otras posiciones. Su tarea es crear presión, forzar a la presa a correr en la dirección ya determinada, donde los interceptores están esperando. Esta es una táctica de emboscada sofisticada. No es fuerza personal, es coordinación perfecta entre múltiples individuos con un objetivo común. El factor del viento también se calcula. Los leones siempre se mueven contra el viento, para que su olor no llegue a la presa. Un pequeño error puede arruinar todo el plan. La distancia se acorta gradualmente. 20 metros, 15 metros. El ñu aún no ha detectado nada. Los leones se mueven lentamente. Los ojos siguen cada movimiento. Un ñu levanta la cabeza. Los sentidos alertan, pero es demasiado tarde. Se da la señal de ataque, no con sonido, sino con movimiento. Velocidad explosiva. Los leones pueden alcanzar 80 kilómetros por hora en los primeros segundos. Toda la fuerza se concentra en esta embestida relámpago. La manada de ñus explota. Corren en pánico, pero la presa ya elegida no tiene escapatoria. Los interceptores aparecen por delante. La distancia se cierra. El ñu intenta escapar, pero los leones predicen cada paso. La experiencia y el instinto guían cada movimiento. El impacto. La leona derriba a la presa con el peso del cuerpo. 400 kilogramos de fuerza presionan hacia abajo. El ñu pierde el equilibrio y rueda. La mordida decisiva en el cuello. No para causar una herida grande de inmediato, sino para estrangular lentamente, hacer que la presa se agote y deje de resistir. Las otras leonas llegan para apoyar. Sostienen las patas y el cuerpo de la presa. Impiden que tenga oportunidad de escapar. Este es el momento en que la fuerza colectiva se maximiza. Unos minutos después, todo termina. La caza es exitosa, pero esto no es algo garantizado. Solo alrededor del 20 al 30% de las cazas tienen este resultado. El fracaso tiene su propio precio. La energía gastada no se recupera. El hambre se prolonga. Los cachorros pueden morir si varias cazas consecutivas fallan. El peligro también siempre acecha. Un búfalo adulto puede romper huesos de león con sus cuernos y dejar heridas mortales. Cada herida puede hacer que un león pierda su capacidad de cazar. Pero hoy, la manada tiene comida. El orden social comienza a manifestarse. El león macho se acerca, aunque no participó en la caza. Tiene prioridad. Esto parece injusto, pero es la forma en que la manada mantiene la estabilidad. Un león macho saludable protege mejor el territorio. Protege a toda la manada de machos errantes. Luego es el turno de las leonas. Comen rápido, eficientemente, sin desperdiciar. Cada pedazo de carne es importante para mantener la fuerza para las siguientes cazas. Los cachorros son alimentados por sus madres. Aprenden a desgarrar carne, a competir por posición. Estas lecciones determinarán su capacidad de supervivencia más adelante. Todavía ocurren pequeños conflictos, gruñidos, persecuciones alrededor de la presa, pero no hay grandes peleas. La manada entiende que la unidad es más importante que la competencia individual. En unas pocas horas, el ñu de 200 kilogramos ha sido completamente dividido. Nada se desperdicia. Los huesos serán limpiados por los carroñeros. Todo tiene un papel en el ciclo. El papel de los leones va mucho más allá de conseguir comida. Controlan la población de herbívoros. No permiten que destruyan la sabana comiendo en exceso. Al eliminar individuos viejos, débiles y enfermos, los leones mantienen saludable a la población de presas. Este es el proceso de selección natural ocurriendo cada día. Sin leones, la sabana perdería el equilibrio. Los herbívoros aumentarían excesivamente. El pasto se consumiría por completo. El suelo se erosionaría. Todo el ecosistema colapsaría. Esta es la razón por la que el león africano se llama especie clave. Su presencia mantiene la vida de cientos de otras especies. Son un pilar indispensable. Pero la mayor lección de los leones no es sobre la fuerza física, es sobre el poder de la cooperación. Sus tácticas de caza son prueba de ello. Un león solitario puede sobrevivir, pero será muchas veces más difícil. Solo juntos se convierten en los depredadores más temibles de la sabana. Sin palabras, sin plan escrito. Solo instinto refinado a través de miles de generaciones. Cada caza es una sinfonía sin palabras. El conocimiento se transmite de madre a hijo. Los cachorros observan cada detalle, desde cómo arrastrarse, cómo leer el terreno, hasta cómo coordinarse con sus compañeros. Estas lecciones no se enseñan con palabras, sino con acciones, mediante participación directa, a través del éxito y también del fracaso. Las hembras permanecerán en la manada toda su vida. Cazan junto a sus hermanas y madres. Este vínculo crea una fuerza inquebrantable. Los machos se irán cuando maduren. Vagan, buscando su propio territorio. Este viaje peligroso determina su destino. Pero donde quiera que estén, la naturaleza del león sigue siendo la de un animal social. Necesitan a sus semejantes. Necesitan coordinación. Necesitan la manada para existir mejor. La sabana africana es vasta, pero el espacio para los leones se está reduciendo. Los humanos expanden la agricultura. Los conflictos aumentan cada día. El número de leones africanos ha disminuido drásticamente en el último siglo. De más de 200.000 a alrededor de 20.000 individuos. Su futuro depende de las decisiones humanas. Las reservas de conservación están esforzándose por preservar el hábitat, educar a las comunidades locales, reducir el conflicto entre humanos y leones. Cada esfuerzo es importante. Porque cuando los leones desaparecen, no solo se pierde una especie animal, se pierde toda la cadena ecológica que mantienen, se pierde el equilibrio de la sabana. El león africano es un símbolo, no solo de fuerza, sino de inteligencia táctica, de coordinación perfecta, de disciplina colectiva. Nos recuerdan que el éxito no viene de la fuerza individual, sino de la capacidad de trabajar juntos, de entender el propio papel en el colectivo. En el mundo natural, no gana el más fuerte, sino el que mejor se adapta, el que mejor coordina. Los leones lo han demostrado a través de millones de años de evolución. Cada caza es una historia de disciplina, de paciencia, de poner el interés común por encima del individual. Esta es la lección que los leones enseñan a la sabana. Cuando el sol se pone sobre la sabana africana, la manada de leones se prepara para la noche. Este es el momento de la próxima cacería. El ciclo continúa como ha ocurrido durante miles de años. Esta sabana es su hogar. Es donde vivieron sus ancestros. Es donde sus descendientes continuarán la tradición, si sabemos cómo protegerlos. El león africano, maestro cazador de la sabana, prueba viviente del poder de la unidad. Sus tácticas de caza no son solo instinto, son un arte refinado a través de millones de años. Es un legado que cada generación transmite a la siguiente. En un mundo donde la vida y la muerte se entrelazan, el león se mantiene firme, no solo por su fuerza, sino por el vínculo inquebrantable de la manada. Este es el león africano, guerrero de la sabana, símbolo de cooperación y táctica, una parte indispensable de África salvaje.